And when you get to adult life, you get this feeling that you're not satisfied. Okay, and it doesn't matter how successful. And I work with a lot of super successful people, build multi-million dollar businesses, and they get to the point where they go, I'm just not satisfied. Like it's deep down, I don't really feel fulfilled. And what it is just simply it's almost like your soul telling you, hey, you need to drop those masks. You're not living your own life. You're not being authentic to yourself.
Mm.
Okay, so when you actually do the search through the subconscious mind, you actually will find out, okay, what are those codes that we need to drop or we need to change, turn them into something that allows you to live authentic life.
Mm.
Does that answer your
That
question?
does. It does make sense. It brings up a philosophical question, which I'll ask, and we'll
Oh,
see
I
where
love
this
it.
goes. So what is our authentic self? Because somebody could hear this and say, we come into the world completely neutral. And to your point, our subconscious is almost like a sponge. It's actively like, all right, give me something so I could figure out what this whole thing is. And it starts coding and programming, and that's who we are.
Yeah.
Some people would say, well, no, there's genetics at play or whatever else you might argue, but like there's some core essence to us that the subconscious is almost writing on top of. Like, how do you see it? Like, what is the, because like it almost becomes somewhat circular. Like, are we not our subconscious mind to some extent? Like, what is it beyond that that makes us our true authentic selves? Because so much of us, those first 7 years, that does form who we are. So how do you think of that?
Yeah. Look, once you actually get a really good understanding of subconscious, we are not subconscious mind.
Mm,
Okay, we are not conscious mind or sub. Your mind is no different to your hand.
mm,
Okay, when you learn to use it as such,
mm,
you will realize that that is not who you are. You're not your body. You're not your mind. Okay, you use both of them, and they're very useful, obviously, on planet Earth. But deep down, we're powered by this massive energy. I usually, when I speak to my students, I always compare it to an ocean. Like if you were to look at the ocean right now, you've got all these different waves. Okay, you've got some gentle waves, you've got some massive waves that sink ships. You've got, you get beautiful waves that take surface up and
mm,
down, and so you get all different. So let's say if you were looking at the ocean right now and you see 8 billion different waves, that is no different to human beings being powered by this massive energy. You've got 8 billion people on planet Earth that are being powered by this same energy
mm,
that's powering all of us. Okay, some people call it universe, some people call it God, whatever you want to call it.
mm,
Okay, but we all know deep down that there is something that makes us who we are, right?
mm,
Now, this beautiful energy that comes through, or who I mean, we are part of that energy. So this energy has to go through, like to actually experience life on planet Earth, you literally have to go through a body, right? And that body um, has a mind, and this is what I call a matrix. Matrix is just the program that has been designed.
mm,
Okay, so another way of looking at it is an obstacle course. Okay, this beautiful energy has to go through the obstacle course of the mind, and it will determine how far the wave will actually, how far your life will perform.
mm.
That makes sense. So
It
if
does.
the coding that you got, the matrix is really tight, okay, and it's like I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I cannot do this, okay, then this massive energy that's within us
Like clogged up.
cannot get
Yeah.
through because it's almost like like I said, like an obstacle
Yeah.
course that
Yeah.
just goes around. So the more we actually think, and this is where what's really funny is, our whole schooling system, the IQ is determined on how fast you can recall things that you've put in your memory bank.
Mm,
That is not who we are, and that the more, what I find is the more intelligent people are, the more they sort of analyze and they try to
mm, mm,
analyze everything to the nth degree, and that's what's actually stopping this beautiful energy flying through.
mm.
So.